Governor, thank you very much for bringing some time with us today. And first thing I wanted to ask you about, you're being called among the current field the most conservative candidate left. You pretty much agree with that assessment?
I think it's an accurate description of my views. I'm the only person left in the presidential race that supports the Human Life Amendment, that really believes we've got to take a very strong stand to control and seal our borders. It's not about saying that we're against people coming here. We just want to make sure that we have them come through the front door and sign the guest book and do it legally. People in America are very understanding that we're a nation of immigrants. But they also believe that it shouldn't take more paperwork to get on an airplane at DFW than it does to cross the international border. And so it's a matter of saying, look, amnesty is not the right way. Having a way in which people start from their own country and they come through the front door and sign the guest book, that's the way this ought to work. And so we have a specific plan about getting that done. And I'm the only candidate who does. And I'm also the only candidate who really believes that you can't have a tax system that keeps punishing individuals and businesses for being productive and for working. Small business is struggling today just to stay afloat because the tax code in this country just chases jobs right off the American shore. We've got to make major changes, not little tweaks, and that's why I'm a strong supporter of the fair tax, which would eliminate all the taxes we have on productivity.
Sounds like a conservative viewpoint to me. So why don't you think your message has caught on with the Republican Party, and why haven't you received the amount of support that, say, John McCain has received?
When people look at the map of how this is shaped out, I have the support of the core of the base of the party. If you look at the states in the South, from West Virginia all the way through Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Arkansas, these states in the Midwest like Kansas and Iowa, states that the Republican has to win because these are the really conservative states. John McCain has got most of his delegates in California, New York, and Connecticut and Delaware. Now, those add up, but they're not going to add up to a victory in November if that's all he has, because those are not the conservative states. They're not the ones that carry a Republican in the general election.
Your relationship with John McCain has been described as pretty chummy lately.
Yeah.
The conservatives bring up McCain-Feingold, McCain-Kennedy, McCain-Lieberman. When can conservatives expect you to start hitting a little harder and bringing up some of those issues to Senator McCain? And maybe some debates or maybe...
Sure. Well, Senator McCain and I have had a very respectful and civil relationship. I think it's interesting that the two most civil campaigns in the entire process are the ones still on their feet for the Republicans. Doesn't mean that there aren't some sharp contrasts. And I'll name a few. I support the fair tax. He doesn't. I support a strong, controlled border. And he supported the McCain-Kennedy amnesty bill. I'm a strong adherent for the Second Amendment. And there's some question marks on Senator McCain's record. I'm unabashedly opposed to the McCain-Feingold campaign finance. I think it ruined politics. It didn't help it. And I'm for the human life and federal marriage amendments. He's opposed to both of those. So there's some sharp contrast. And I bring them up. But it doesn't have to be in the context of attacking Senator McCain, because that's not what I'm about. I'm running for president. I'm giving people an option to vote for someone who really does reflect their views and their values more so than perhaps he does. But it's not to say that he's not a decent human being or that I have something against him, because I don't. And frankly, I still think if I had to choose between John McCain and Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama, I'd pick John McCain in a heartbeat. I'd just pick me first.
Okay. Well, see, and that's the whole thing. Conservatives are waiting for somebody to take Senator McCain to task.
Yeah.
Many conservatives believe these pieces of legislation as betrayals, as John McCain siding with the other party over conservatives. And they have been looking for a champion. Why hasn't it been you?
I have, I think, given people a real reason to support me who are conservatives. And more, I think, if you look at a lot of the exit poll numbers, true conservatives are. Now, one of the things I'm facing is this constant barrage from the national media that it's all over, the math won't work, it's John McCain, and it's a done deal. Why didn't Huckabee leave? I'll tell you why I don't leave. Because if I leave, nobody's out there really with that conservative voice saying, let's fix our borders. Let's deal with this immigration issue. Nobody then is going to be saying, let's have a federal marriage amendment. Let's have a human life amendment. Let's really stand for the sanctity of human life. That's why a lot of people are Republican. And nobody's going to be saying, let's get rid of the Internal Revenue Service. kill them before they kill the last business standing in America. And so that's why I'm here. But I think, for example, I trust that people in Texas are smart enough to sort through issues. I don't have to attack Senator McCain for them to know that there are stark differences. I'll explain what my positions are, and intelligent, informed voters certainly are capable of realizing that if they vote for me, they're voting their conscience, not necessarily what they've been told by somebody in Washington they ought to be doing.
Not necessarily an attack to point out a man's record, is it?
It's not an attack, but I also want to be very careful that this doesn't become a war between John McCain and me, because ultimately the real battle is going to be with Barack Obama and perhaps Hillary Clinton, but probably Barack. I think I'm the best candidate to challenge Barack Obama, both from a generational standpoint as well as in terms of being able to say, I'm the only person in this race that has chief executive experience, that's actually run a government, managed one, had tangible results as a result of doing it, and understands the total playing field, that can give leadership to issues all over the board, from domestic to foreign policy. Senators don't have that kind of experience. They just don't. They've never managed something in the form of government. They've never had to be solely responsible for it. They have the surrounding of 534 other people in the U.S. Congress. And it's a totally different perspective than it is to actually be the chief executive.
Anything to the speculation that because you've been so civil to John McCain, and anything to speculation that you're kind of vying for a vice presidential bid because it make it harder for the Republican Party to ignore you in that regard?
I think the McCain camp's made it pretty clear that I'm not on the short list, and I've never said ever that was the job I was looking for. I mean, I'm still running for president. All my signs still say Huckabee for president, nothing else. And frankly, I don't think anything else is a viable option for me.